If you're interested in wine, or in my case, if you write about wine and other wine writers I talk to, during the holiday season you get asked about gifts for the wine lover. Well, it's the first instinct, of course, is to go out and buy somebody a bottle of wine. But the problem with that is if you don't know their tastes, if you don't know someone that knows their tastes, it can be difficult. But there are so many gadgets and gizmos, and all I did here was round up some things I have in my home. If you go to a winery, if you go to a wine shop, there's so many things to choose from, and if they're a real wine lover, you can probably find something they like. When I'm traveling in wine country, I always go out and buy a hat. So here's my Lang Vineyards winery hat that I bought, of course, out in Oregon in the Willamette Valley. Don Lang and his son Jesse, we're going to put that sucker on. But you go into a winery, you can find, there's always t-shirts. Here's my friend Jim Pfeiffer's Turtle Run logo. Was in Chablis not too long ago. They gave us a pretty cool cooking out apron. And there really are just so many different things. I think a great gift for anyone would be the Wine Spectator monthly magazine. It's probably one of the most authoritative sources in the country. Go to your bookstore. There's a million different wine books. I think last year when I wrote about gifts for the holiday season, I wrote about glass and stemware. If you have wine friends, there's a couple things you can do. I use these around home. It's a nice big bold wine glass. It's great for red, it's great for white, and you can pick these up at a place like Pier 1 Imports for about $6. This is from the Slovak countries. It is a low-grade crystal, but they're really great for every day. Now, if you have some special wine friends and you know they really are into wine, then you jump up to the Primo. You jump up to Riedel Crystal. These are not inexpensive. That's why you want to. They're going to be a good friend or a serious wine drinker. This is their Venom series. This is a Bordeaux red wine glass. For a pair of two, you're going to pay. Nice ring. You're going to pay about $50 for two of these. I think a very practical gift for wine lovers is a nice decanter. You can spend, again, a lot of money on these. A plastic pitcher will also work to aerate your wine. But here's one I bought at a Pier 1 Import. I think I got it on sale for $20, normally $30. It'll do the job. They come in all shapes and sizes. I've got so many other wonderful things here on the table. I can't miss my bow ties. There's novelty gifts galore when you're out in wine shops. And these are just kind of a fun thing to stick on your bottles at a holiday party. They have the ones with the little blinking lights, be it, let's see, we have Frosty here, and I think we have Santa, or no, we have Rudolph over here. I also have one here someplace that has the sound of a champagne bottle pop and opening, and so it's got sound effects. There's all kinds of cute stuff like that if you like cutesy. When you're traveling, you can buy like little wine pours. These look really cool. This is hand painted. I bought this in Florence, Italy. I've never used it, but it is kind of cool. It's kind of nice. You're pouring an Italian wine on a night you're serving pasta. But the one thing I wanted to talk about here is what I wrote about for the newspaper column, and that's aerators. Most people have bought into the concept of an aerator. You can put air into your wine by pouring it into a decanter and letting it set for an hour or two or more, or you can force air into the wine. And this whole concept really started with this bad boy. And they come in Ventari, and they come for a white wine, red wine. Looking at the design, I found a little difference. But you can almost see here a little bowl inside the device, and then there are two outlets, if you will, that force air into the wine. And what happens? Let's move things around here. What happens when you put wine in? I'll be quiet so you can actually hear it. And it forces air in. Some people are skeptical, but anyone that's had the aerator experience, and that's most people that are serious wine drinkers, will tell you it does take off the kind of the big tannic finish, the harsh stuff on the back end, all by using a device instead of taking 2 hours to decant it. Now, there's several on the market. The Venturi sells close to $40. Anywhere between 30 and 40 you will find them. They're a little messy. They are kind of the granddaddy of them all. Thank you, Keith Jackson. But they're the ones that really work the best. There are others. This is Vino Air. V-I-N-O, air. These are found everywhere. Let me pop this out. Simple little device. The nice things about these, no muss, no fuss. Little rubber seal, you put it in a bottle, same sound, and you get your wine decanted. And then there is the soiree. Little bowl and little spots where air can go in. And this one, and again, these two you can find between $25 and $30 in wine shops and wineries. You go all the way upside down. You can see the wine coating all sides of the glass as it goes in there. Those are just a couple of the kind of things. Aerator and glassware would be the two things I recommend people for holiday gifts. You know, here's something else that you go into craft shops and things, you find all kinds of crazy. This was a gift. As you can tell, it is a green wine bottle. They melted it, made it into a little tray. I've put crackers or chocolate in there with red wine, and it works really great. You know, something else, I have a friend that makes these. When you talk about crafts and things like this, again, something somebody gave me, just a wonderful little piece of art. You can use it. You can use it as a hot pad. You can put it on the wall for decoration. Those are all real corks that came out of real wine bottles, and these friends make them in various sizes. I think I covered everything here. But the idea is find something your wine friend's going to like. You can't go wrong with glassware. I think aerators are a great gift. If you know their tastes, I'm buying some wine for a mutual friend's husband's spouse, something like that, because I know the gentleman's taste. You know, that's great, but there's so many things you can buy at Christmas time for the wine lover in your home. We probably should end with a nice salute.